Hey everyone, welcome into Symbol Gaming. Tonight we are on Lake Miller on Fishing Symbols. I thought we'd do a bit of a session on here. It's been a little while since we've fished this, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to jump in and just to do a bit of a session on Miller. So just loading this up now. Here we are, fantastic sunset as you can see. Now, the whole idea of this session is actually to see if we can get into some salmon. I actually caught a £42 salmon on here. Oh god, it was a little while ago, but I'm going to travel back over to the spot where I caught the salmon and just see if we can get into a few others. We'll see how we get on with this. We're just travelling over. It's the island straight ahead of us, that's where we're going to fish. Just going to fish off that. Fantastic night as you can see. The weather's looking pretty good. Just adjusting my microphone so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I think this is about the spot. Look at that sunset, doesn't that look fantastic? So I'm just going to show you the setup. We're going to change my lure because I don't think the rattle trap is what I caught the £42 salmon on. It was, I'm trying to think now, it was the shattered glass, I think it was. Let's have a look further down. Let's have a look. Here we go, the Ben Parker Magnum Spoon shattered glass. There we go. So you've got the gizzard and you've got the shattered glass gold, and we've got the Magnum Spoon shattered silver. So let's just go with the silver. Just do a few casts, see what we can get into. There we go. Just taking in the views. Let's get that first cast out. The lake's looking pretty calm. Just a little ripple on the water. Just take the reel down to 22. Just on a bit of a slow retrieve, just letting the lure sink right down to the bottom. So we're in, what we're in here, looking at 6.1 foot of water. So I'm just going to adjust the speed of the retrieve. Whoa, there we go. We're in right away. Looks like a bass to me. They're always quite lively fish. Love catching the bass. Target species is salmon, of course, in this session. And he's in. First fish in. What we got? £5.30 now. It's not too bad on the first cast. Anybody that watches my fishing videos knows that I always set the spool tension to 22. Oh, we're in again. Ooh, this feels like a good fish. Feels a bit heavier, this fish. It's taking line. 47. This feels like it could be a salmon. Oh, looks it. So hopefully you guys can see on the little map, mini map in the top left hand corner, just we're sort of south of Shabby Cove. Oh, fantastic salmon. Not bad on the second cast. Just try and get this in. Just feel really heavy on the line. Just trying to bring him in. Here he comes. Is he coming in? He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. What a fantastic salmon. Coho salmon, that one. £12. Great start. Let's get the rod out, see if we can catch some more. Just let the lure sink through the water. That's it, and adjust the just the way the line sits on the water. Just bring the rod right down. Just slowly pulling the rod back, just to give it a bit of movement, the lure a bit of movement in the water. So this is the Ben Parker Silver. There we go. Adjust the tension down to 22. Just slowly bring the rod down to... There we go. No, nothing on that cast. Let's try again. Just trying to work my way around the boat. I'm trying to cast out in different locations just to mix things up a little bit. Fish are not always in one place, so. .4 foot of water we're in, just letting the lure sink all the way down to the bottom, so we really are fishing on the bottom, just bringing that lure in. You've got to have a lot of patience when you're salmon fishing. Sink, sink, sink down. 6.5 foot of water, there we go. God, it's so quiet. Very peaceful. So if this is your first time watching Symbol Gaming video, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate everybody's support. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Love the sound of the water just lapping against the boat. Not seeing many fish rising at the minute. There's no fish jumping. Ooh, the fish came up to take that then. So yeah, I'm using my standard spinning rod. I've got a £50 line on here. Just twitch the rod. Ooh, there's a nice looking bass in front of the rod. Two fish right off the bat, now it's all quiet. You also probably noticed that when I cast, just towards the end of the cast, I actually just drop the rod down. I guess just part of my casting technique. Come on, fishy, where are you? Cat's gone really quiet. Just got the electric motor, just set the electric motor up on the boat, so we have got a little bit of movement. Here's that plane. So we're sort of slowly moving towards the island ahead of us. Just trying to cover as much ground as possible, really. Or trying to cover as much water as possible, I should say. There we go, we're in. It's a nice bass. Ooh, what's this about? £7, £8? Good strong fish. Oh, I hate it when they go at the back of the boat. Just keep that tension on the line. Oh. Strong fish. Come on, in you come. No, not ready yet. In you come, in you come. This time. Yeah. Good fish. £7. That was a good guess. Okay, let's just keep the rod casting. Just drop that tension down to 22. Oh, we're in. Is it another bass? Maybe, I think it's another bass. Yeah, another bass. You can tell because they jump right away. In the boat. Ooh, it's not too bad. £6 that time. So at least we're catching decent sized bass. Straight out the front of the boat this time. Just set the retrieve speed down to 2. Nice and slow, just right along the bottom. This lure just skimming the bottom. Oh, got a bite then. There we go, we're in. Yet another bass. Still nice to catch more salmon. Patience, oh, patience. There we go, it's in now. What's this? Ooh, £7 again, is it? £8, whoa. Let's try out the front again. Tension down to 22, sink, 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 all the way down the bottom. There we go. A 6.2 foot. Oh, right away. God, that was a great take. That was a good take. Ooh, what we got here? Is it a salmon or is it a rainbow? Rainbow trout? It's a salmon, I think. Oh, fantastic little salmon. That's what we want. More salmon would be great. So that's the second salmon of the session, I think. Definitely getting on the salmon run. In again. Oh, I've not struck it. Oh, it's come off. Not surprised that came off then. Didn't really strike it. Oh, just on the off chance I thought a fish might take that in. Cast it out right away. Oh, there we go. Made sure I struck it that time. Nice bass again. Great fighting fish to bass. Absolutely fantastic. Here we go. He's coming in now. There we go. Again, I'm going to stick with just casting it straight out the front of the boat. You can see some big fish in the fish finder. Just a little bit of movement on the rod. Nothing on that cast. Oh, fish came up to take it there. Nearly. Let's just try and have a look. Just scroll down and just see. So I've got the glass gold. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's try the gold. Always worth just changing the lures a little bit just to increase your chances. There we go, fish right away. Got another decent sized bass. Just after that big elusive salmon. Just want to see if I can get a 20+ pound salmon, really. Just see if we can hook into one of them. It's a good spot this for salmon, so. And he's in. What's that? £4 that one. I was going to say I thought it was about a £5 bass, but £4's good enough. Let's cast out here. Long cast. Sink, 6.5 foot of water. 36 yards out. Fish finder's pretty quiet. Just put the electric motor in the water, so just drift a little bit. Nope, nothing on that cast. Just cast out on the other side of the boat, I think. Just let the lure swing round. Oh, there we go. That feels a good fish. Oh, he's taking line. We've got a good fish here. Is it a salmon or is it a pike? It might be a pike. Heavy fish, not jumping, you see. Taking line 43, 42, 41 yards out. Let's just see what we got. Oh, looks like a bass actually. It's a good sized fish. Awesome fish. God, how about was he about £9, £10? What a fish. £9. Awesome. Set that up again. Let's just get the motor on the move and just get the rod out. just letting the lure glide round, just sweep round as the boat's moving. Oh, there we go, fish took it. Ooh, I think we've got a little rainbow trout here. Yeah, a little rainbow. £2, 15oz rainbow trout. So we're certainly catching game fish. We're a little bit closer to the island now, as you can see. Still on about 6.8 foot of water. It actually shelves off here quite deep in front of the boat. So you can see there it's gone down to 7.2 foot. So yeah, it's quite a steep shelf. Oh, there we go, that was a slow take. That was a very slow take. Oh. It's like a bass again, jumping around. Not bad, not bad. Just bring that tension down to 22, just constant settings for the reel, etc. Just like I always have the retrieve set about 2 or 3 and the tension set at about 22. So just let the boat drift again. Here comes that aeroplane back from its journey. Oh, we're in, we're in. Oh, what we got here? Is that a trout? Not sure if it's a trout or a small salmon. Could be a brown trout. Come on, in you come, in you come. Here we go. What have we got? Oh, it's a nice brown trout. Not a bad £10 brown trout, that's pretty good. Just keep that electric motor running. Keeps the boat movement. Here we go. Oh, oh. Nearly lost that then. We got ourselves another bass. quite happy to catch bass all day, but we're here to see if we can catch more salmon. That was a rubbish cast. Right, let's try this again properly. And up. It's a bit better. Come on, salmon. Where's this big elusive salmon? There's got to be one around here somewhere. Let's just keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. 6'5". 6'5" in water depth here. Retrieving that right along the bottom, so the lure is literally on the bottom. Just move the boat again. To try cast out the other side. Can take a bit of time to get into some of these big salmon. You have to just be patient. We'll see how we go. See how we go. It's gone super quiet. A little bit overcast, a little bit cloudy, ever so slightly. Again, just giving the rod that little bit of movement. No fish following it. Let's just keep casting. Love the autumnal colours in the water and the trees on Miller. Just looks awesome, doesn't it? So if you just joined this, watching this video, we're just fishing on Lake Miller. Our target species is salmon. I think we've caught 2 salmon so far, rainbow trout and brown trout, and quite a few bass. So on Lake Miller, we're fishing south of Shabby Cove, I think it's called. Just looking at the mini-map, and yeah, just off the island. Oh, there's a good fish. This feels better. Let's have my wits about me then. This feels a good fish, heavy fish. Awesome. Is that a salmon or is it a pike? It's taking line. 45, 46 yards. It's a good run. Ooh, getting into bigger fish now. Ooh, I can't quite see it yet. Is that a pike? It's a pike. Awesome. Good fish. It's putting some real strain on the line. Got £50 line on here, so it should be pretty good. Is he coming in? He's in. And there you have it, folks. Gorgeous pike. Enjoyed that. Let's get the rod straight back out. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. This is the first fishing sim video I think that I'm going to put out, which will be in 1440 60 HD. I've also topped this video with a new little 10-second intro. Just a bit of fun really, but yeah, just always looking to try and sort of improve the channel. So if anyone's got any suggestions, it'd be great to hear them. Leave them in the comments down below. And if you're new to Simworld Gaming, please hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate everyone's support. And that's a good cast. And also my Twitter channel, which has got over, where are we now? About 8,500 followers on there, which is pretty awesome. Growing daily. So anything simulation game related, I tend to stream, put out on the channel. Also lots of retro stuff and bits and pieces throughout on my Twitter, but keeps everyone entertained. It's all good fun. Looking forward to a new fishing game that's coming out. I think it's called The Catch. Interesting to see how it compares to Fishing Sim World. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit more of like a simulation type game as opposed to this format. So it's going to be interesting to compare them both and just hear what everyone says about it. I think that's due for release very shortly, I think, at some point. Oh, there you go, folks. What is this? Is that a little trout again? Got a good mixture of species on here. I think it's a rainbow. Yeah, little rainbow. £2.11 ounce. It's turned out to be quite a long video, this. I think it's because I'm determined to catch a 20+ pound salmon, just to show you guys it can be done, especially fishing on this spot on this lake. There's some big salmon around. Just move the boat again. So in case you're wondering how I'm controlling this game, I'm actually controlling it using my Xbox controller on my PC. So I've got pretty much a maxed out PC. It's an i7. I'm running, it's got 32 gig of RAM in it, so it's got plenty of RAM. I'm running a GTX 1070, 8GB graphics card. I've been meaning to do a little bit of a room tour or setup video, just so I can run through with you guys what the kit that I'm using and stuff to broadcast, because some of you might be wanting to get into streaming and stuff and just broadcast some of your games. It's good fun to do it. Just gives a bit of a different edge to gaming, which I quite enjoy. Not streaming as much these days, but I'm just trying to improve the quality of these recorded videos and stuff, so you guys can appreciate it in high resolution. So basically, you guys can see it as I'm seeing it, as I'm playing the game, which is my ideal. But it'd be quite good to do a video just to show you guys how I'm actually recording this and the software that I use to do it, because I'm actually doing it without using Streamlabs or OBS. So I will definitely need to do a little bit of a video on the setup. Let's just cast out the other side. I feel like I want to stop now in the boat and have a bit of a sandwich. A cup of coffee. Great session this. You can just lose yourself in this game. You just never know what is following that lure. So this is the Ben Parker. I think is it the silver one that we use? I think it's the silver one that we swapped over to. So just on my spinning setup with £50 line. So you can see the water. See how it's shelved off? You can see it's sort of 8-9 foot actually when I cast. So it's gone from 5 or 6 foot to 8 or 9 foot as we've moved the boat towards the island ahead of us. That's a good cast. £10 there. £10 Same technique every cast. Just keep things consistent. I think I'm also running dynamic weather on this, you know. I can actually see this sky in the distance getting a bit darker. Looks like rain clouds coming in. Which is always, I think, a good thing for catching salmon when it's just that little bit darker. Got the cloud cover coming in. Let's just try and just shake up the lure a little bit. Let's just have a look. Just do a couple of casts to see if we can entice another pike. That looks quite a good lure. The flutter spoon, yeah, I think I'll buy that. There we go. Let's just try that. Reminds me of the, if anybody goes fishing in real life, the Toby. It's called the Toby lure. You get gold and silver, and they're classed as a flutter lure. A big fish going through the swim. It's got to be worth a couple of casts. It's gone pretty quiet on this lure. Got to try it though. Do a cast straight out the front. It's definitely fish there. I can see them on the fish finder. So what, we're in 8.5 foot of water. Yep. Oh, there we go. Interesting take. Oh, I think we've got ourselves a channel catfish. Quite strong fish, the channel catfish, if you get a decent sized one. And he's in. 18-pounder. Funny little fish to catch, isn't it? Well, there's nothing little about it, but you know what I mean. Oh, we're in. Oh, what have we got here? It's a salmon. Oh, I can't quite see it. Is it? Ooh, it's a game fish, but I can't tell if it's a trout or a salmon. It's a good fish. Oh, don't start jumping. Just let the fish run, tire it out. Is it a rainbow or is it a salmon? Can't tell. Not ready for coming in yet. It's time. Yeah. Oh, it's a fantastic brown trout. Look at that. £13 1 ounce brown trout. Oh, that was a slow take. Oh, folks, I think we've got another salmon. Is it another salmon? Oh, it's a good fish. Looks like a salmon to me. A coho salmon, I think, this one. Haven't seen any Chinook salmons. Awesome fish. It's a rainbow. Look at the size of that fish. That's a fantastic rainbow. £10 4 ounce on shattered glass gold Ben Parker Magnum spoon. I thought it was a salmon then. I feel like this big salmon's not far away. It's got to be around here somewhere. Nothing on that cast. No, let's try again. So yeah, that's 8.8 foot of water. So just let it sink all the way down the bottom. There we go. Getting there. Now. Again, fairly quiet on that one. What was the fish following it then? Looked like a bass. Let's just cast out here to the left. So one other game that I'm going to be looking at streaming very shortly is on my PS4 Pro. Just purchased Elite Dangerous, so that's going to be a bit of an experience just getting into that. It looks like quite a steep learning curve, but yeah, hopefully put out a few episodes on there. We'll go exploring some planets and stuff. Oh, there we go. Fantastic take, very close to the boat. That's a salmon, surely. That's a salmon. We're in. It's more like it. Let's just try not to lose this fish. Just try and tire it out. So I'm not going to put the tension on too much. Oh, don't start jumping. Awesome fish. Fantastic salmon. Whoa. And he's in. Oh, look at this. Is that a Chinook salmon? Chinook, I think it is. Yeah, it is a Chinook salmon. £11 7 ounce. Doing well on the salmon. Let's just do a few more casts. I feel like we're getting on a roll. Oh, there we go. In right away. Oh, feels like a good fish. Win again, win again. Is it a bass? Oh, it's a good sized bass this time, I think, folks. God, he's lively. Good fish, he's in. Here we go. Good, great. Oh, look at that, £7, 8 ounce. Not bad. Not bad at all. Gosh, we're getting fish every cast. Yet another bass. £5 bass this time. Don't mind catching bass, but obviously the species fish that we're after are salmon, so we've got a few salmon so far in the session. Keen to do a few more casts just to see if we can get into £20 plus salmon. It's gone pretty quiet. We're quite close to the island now ahead of us, so good take. This feels a good fish. It's taking line, taking yardage. 40, 41, 42. Well, it's either a really good salmon or a good pike. This is more like it. God, he's far out. Let's try not lose this one. I think it's a pike. A monster from the deep is a pike. Great fish. Try and land this fish, see what weight he is. Keep that rod up. Tension 35. This £50 line's come in so handy. It's great fishing here. You just don't know what you're going to catch. He's not ready yet to come in. He's in now. Let's have a look what we got. £24 3 ounce northern pike. Specimen pike any day of the week. Let's just actually see if we can just change the lure over a little bit. Let's just yeah, because I had this Jingleistic swim bait. Might try a couple of casts actually. Let me just change this rod one over. Let's just have a look. Have we got a roach or a perch? Oh, there's a perch. We've got a bigger one. Let's have a quick look. 4-inch. God, I've got loads of lures here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ah, there's a swim bait. Swim bait roach, let's buy that. Okay, let's do a couple of casts with that. I'll change it over. I've got to change it. Just got to find it again now. Ah, there we go. That's it. Let's try a couple of casts with that. You never know. We might get into another pike. We might not. Just a little tip for you guys too that I found out about is with these lures that look like dead baits. If you're fishing from the shore, cast out, but just let the lure sink to the bottom and just leave it. Don't wind the reel back in. Just literally leave the lure sat on the bottom, and you'll quite often find a pike will just come up and just take it. Obviously because it mimics a dead bait. But just leave it on the bottom, folks. Just give it a go. Just try it. Just, you know, if you're pike fishing at any point, just give it a go. It's worth a few casts. Just going to move the boat a little bit closer to the island. You can see we're still in 8.3 foot of water. 8 foot, there we go. No idea what this is. It's probably a bass. Yeah. It's pesky bass. Is that a bass? No, it's a little channel catfish. I thought it was a bass. It's a bit different. Caught one in the session earlier on. Here comes that plane again. Oh, big fish going through the swim. You can just see it on the fish finder. I've got a funny feeling we're going to get into something here because we've been persistent. might think about just swapping the lure back over again, just to a few more casts, see what we can get into. Oh, nothing on that cast. Let's try another. Persistence, persistence. Definitely see some big fish on the fish finder. On the mini map, you see it in the top left hand corner. Just trying to move the rod, just give it a little bit of movement on the lure. Ah, nothing happening. Nope, not in that cast again. Let's just swap it back. Let's have a look. Lake Fork Flutter. The Gizzard. I'm up for that. Okay, so we've tried gold, silver, so let's try the Gizzard now. So we're still on the Ben Parker. Still using the Ben Parker lure. Been successful with the silver. We've caught salmon on that. I think we caught a salmon on the gold. So we're going to give the Gizzard, Ben Parker Gizzard, a go and see what we can get out of this. Sometimes you just have to mix and match and try different lures, try different ways of retrieving, like just nudging the rod back just to give the lure a little bit of movement. Oh, there's a pike following that then. It's been successful before, this lure. The sort of Ben Parker lures are my sort of go-to lures for salmon fishing. So we're in 10 foot of water now, so it's quite deep. You see the lure sitting about 9 foot 8. There we go, 8.6. Just fishing really deep. I've got one eye on the fish finder. Little bit shallower on this side. Only just marginally. Just setting up the electric motor just to drift again a little bit. So I'm almost patrolling this tip of the island. Just stopped the electric motor now. It says we're in 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot. So the lure's right on the bottom. God, the tension's killing me here now. I've got to get into a good fish now, come on. Sky's looking a little bit hazy, but a little bit of light cloud cover coming in. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was a very gentle take, folks. I think we've got ourselves a salmon. We've got ourselves a salmon. Looks like a coho salmon to me. It looks like a really good one too. Very gentle take, very gentle. Don't want to lose it. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. This is what we want. What an awesome salmon. So this is caught on the Ben Parker Gizzard lure. If you've got that in your box, give it a go. What a fish. See the sunlight just catching that top fin, dorsal fin. Built like a torpedo. This is the fish that we were after, folks. So it's taken a good while to catch it, but we're here. We've got it on the line. I've got no idea what the weight is, but we'll find out in a minute. Amazing red colour, coho salmon. Look at that. I'm not going to rush this, folks, either. He's in. Folks, what can I say? Trophy catch. And I've reached level 16. £25 dead on personal best coho salmon caught on Lake Miller using the Ben Parker Gizzard lure. Join me, folks, on the next episode, Symbol Gaming. I should be uploading another video shortly, whichever game it is. I've no idea. Could be another fishing one. Might be Forza. Might be Division 2. But if you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support. Catch you again.